question is, to what extent has Meghalaya's image taken a hit because of the Raja murder case?
Of course, this is a subject that we have been very extensively replying to. But since you have asked this question in this visit, uh, first of all, that in the beginning, when the narrative and reactions were coming out, uh, and people were blaming the safety in Meghalaya, it was a matter of big concern for us. Not only Meghalaya, people started branding the whole of Northeast as being unsafe, which we mentioned many times that it was very, very unfortunate. But as the facts started coming out and the police, the Meghalaya police, the local people, and others worked together to resolve this case, the picture started to change. And after that, we could also see that many people from across the country, many people from Indore, Madhya Pradesh, and other parts of this country started to apologize for wrongly pointing the finger at Meghalaya and branding Northeast in that manner. So that was, of course, a step in the right direction. But as I've already mentioned in the past, also that the damage was done to some extent. We have seen in the recent past that the US has come out, the US Embassy has come out with an advisory for travel, especially to the state of Meghalaya. And we feel again that it's very sad that Meghalaya has been branded in that manner. There's a possibility that it could have been affected by that particular case because it became a kind of a high profile case. Also, as I said, the names, the memes that come out in the social media, all of this affects us in one way or the other. So we cannot say that it did not, impact, which is very sad, as I said. But I've always believed that the truth is out. I've always believed that we are, overcoming it, and we will fully overcome. And I also believe that this will allow us and motivate us and make us work even harder. That we will now, though there was no fault from our side, there was nothing wrong that we did. But the point is, can we do better? Can we improve the overall situation even far better so that people will, really, really feel safe? So we took it up as a challenge, and now we are working towards that. And I'm sure that whatever little, negative aspect that came up, we will definitely overcome those challenges.
Also, will it be correct to say that the Congress is, instead of the Congress, the BJP is playing the role of an opposition in the state of Meghalaya?
Uh, well, BJP and all political parties have their own uh, agenda. Every party has got its own identity, and people will make statements. I, it's a democratic country. Parties have the right to say whatever they have to say. But obviously, we are in a coalition. We don't expect that coalition partners would speak in that line because that's what coalition partners don't do. And if there is a matter of concern, we discuss it in the house, we discuss it in the room. And in some cases, we have seen some statements have been made here and there which are very irresponsible. But being, as I said, a person who has to manage everything, and as a person who ensures that we move ahead and whatever differences that are there, we overcome those differences. We are moving forward. And as I said, that whatever concerns that are there between two political parties who are running government together, we always raise the issues with the central leadership if we are not happy. And we've been doing that in the past and will continue to do it in the future also.
I'll put it in one go. What is your long-term vision of of the NPP of the party at the national level? This is the first one. How do you plan to balance regional aspirations with national political influences? And also, how is the NPP positioning itself in the evolving political landscape in the Northeast and also at the national level?
I swear I can't remember the questions you just told
Okay,
me.
so I'll repeat one by one.
Louder.
No, it's not about loud. It's just that so many questions were there.
What is the long-term vision of the NPP?
Can I do that first?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put one.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Uh, of course, as a party, we have laid down our agenda very clearly from day one that we are a platform that wants to represent the aspirations and the concerns of the people of the region, Northeast region, especially the indigenous people of the region, and take up the matter in a unified manner to create that platform and have a political force that will have a voice at the central level. So we are working towards that agenda. And though we are a party that has got a national status, we are made up of the states from the Northeast. So whether it is any state that we are recognized in, all of them are in the Northeast. So therefore, for us, it's very clear that having a national outlook with a regional mindset and regional approach is exactly what we're doing. So while we will do what is in the larger interests of the nation, obviously the nation is always first for us, but we will always look at the different issues that impact the Northeast. And whenever there has been a situation where we feel that issues of Northeast are being impacted, you have found that the National People's Party has always raised its voice. So we have always come in front and we have always done that. So therefore, we will continue to do that. For us, as I said, we are a front that is representing the people, especially the indigenous people of the Northeast region, and will continue to take up issues and matters that are important to this region. And what was the last question?
How is the NPP positioning itself in the evolving political scenario at the national and also focusing on the Northeast?
The scenario in the Northeast region is changing very fast. And there are a lot of complications. Northeast is not a very simple political arena. There are, every state is a different playing field, as I may say. And there are different aspects related to every state. And within state also, there are different regions that have different political. So it's not always possible to have the same strategy and agenda in all the states. So we have to be very, very flexible. We have to be very quick and move, in a way that we're able to adapt to the evolving scenarios, especially political scenarios in each state, which is what we're doing. And that can only be done when you have your full feet on the ground. You have a team. We are building up a team in every state. We are working towards that. And as you've seen in the last many years, that even though we have had, a lot of challenges, but the overall graph of the NPP today is growing. Even if you look in a state like Nagaland, from 2 MLAs we went to 5 MLAs. Even in a state like Manipur, where last time we had a vote percentage of about 6%. In the last, that is 2017. In 2022, we jumped up to almost 17% in terms of vote share. We were the second largest party. So therefore, the growth is evident. It may not be so easy. There will always, as I said, be challenges. Political scenarios are different, but we'll continue to work and take the party forward.
Talking of the Nagaland scenario, we know that in Nagaland, you are also well aware that in Nagaland there is this kind of political ideology that many of the national parties merge into the ruling party. Of course, your party has been strong so far. We have recently seen a major party going to the ruling party. But with that said, how do you feel that your party would be making it stronger in the days to come?
See, these things happen in politics. Let's be very fair and very, very, practical and mature about it. That is not that it doesn't happen. We have faced it last time, where we had 2 MLAs and the 2 MLAs joined. And there could be concerns even now among our MLAs about different issues. We try to resolve them from time to time. But there are challenges. But in the overall scenario right now, we look at the overall picture that's happening. We are working closely with our leaders. We are trying to resolve the issues as much as possible. And we are working, of course, with the coalition partners. We are working closely with the Honorable CM also. We're discussing very regularly with him. And wherever possible, we're trying to support our MLAs through the government and the Chief Minister, because we have extended our support to him. And wherever possible, CM helps. Wherever it's not possible, he's not able to help. But we are trying to move forward. And as I said, that is how we have to work in the given circumstances and scenarios. But as I said, these kind of movements are but natural in politics. And it happens not just in Nagaland, in many other states also it happens. But we have to take it step by step and move forward and continue to build the party. Last time when the two MLAs left, we didn't give up. Even though I had my own elections in 2023, I said, no, we'll still fight Nagaland. We'll continue to work here because we have a larger agenda. And so these things will happen, but we are focused on what we want to do and we'll face the situation.
So I have last two questions, sir. So all the Northeast states are now connected by rail. So why have you not been able to convince your pressure groups to allow railway in Meghalaya?
Our pressure groups are demanding for inner line permit to be implemented in Meghalaya. And we have a challenge there. We have passed a resolution in the assembly, but Government of India has not responded to our resolution, the resolution we passed for the inner line permit. We are discussing with the different NGOs and pressure groups who have raised concerns. Concerns are genuine to some extent, and what they are concerned about are issues that we also would like to address. And therefore, we have been working closely with them. And we are very clear that as a state government, it is ultimately we work here for the people, and we would like to carry the people along with us. We have been discussing with them in detail about what are the other possibilities of other mechanisms to address the same issue of illegal immigration. Because it's not that ILP is the issue is illegal immigration. So ILP is one mechanism that can go to some extent to monitor it. There could be other ways to do it. So we are discussing that, and we are looking at options. We hope that we'll be able to come out with different mechanisms, and once we overcome those mechanisms, those challenges, and create the mechanism to tackle illegal immigration, I'm sure that we'll be able to go ahead with this. It's a project that we all feel is important, especially from the point of view of transport and carriage and goods, because it'll ensure that the supply, the cost, and all the other factors will be taken care of. So we are working on it. We hope that we'll be able to find a way forward.
So my last question, you always talk about the need for scientific coal mining.
Yes.
So is the ecosystem ready for scientific coal mining?
So we already have 4 licenses that have been given for scientific coal mining in Meghalaya. 12 are in the pipeline. I expect that in the next 2 to 3 months, those also will be cleared. If you recall, in 2014, we had a big challenge where the NGT had banned the coal mining in Meghalaya because of rat hole mining. Till about 2018, nothing was done because it was a very tough decision. When I came in 2018 as Chief Minister, I decided to challenge that ruling in Supreme Court. And with that step, we were able to lift the ban on coal mining by NGT, which was done by the Supreme Court. And that paved the way for us to move forward. The challenge was that because of our land holding systems, a special mechanism had to be created, SOPs had to be created for scientific mining to take place, because the land is owned by the land miners and the land owners. And hence, it took us some time, but we were able to create those SOPs. Government of India, the Mining Department, the Coal Ministry, CMPDIL, and other agencies, they all cooperated. We came out with the SOPs. People applied for the mining, and now, as I said, 4 mines are already have been given the mining operation permission, have been given the license and all the necessary clearances, and they have in fact started the mining also in scientific manner, and another 12 of them will be given very soon.
Earlier in your speech, you had mentioned about Nagaland going through a critical phase. Would you like to comment?
No, I don't want to comment on it because it's like this. Let me put it in a different way. That it's I thought it was an internal meeting, but I didn't know you guys were there. Basically, the point is that that there is a lot of political movements that take place in all states. It's not just Nagaland. In all states, if you look at any political party, you'll always see a lot of movement that takes place because everybody is trying to understand what's next. What's next? How do I be in a position that I can be in a better position next time? How can I ensure that I win my election next time? So those kind of scenarios are developing at multiple levels. When you talk of all the states, Meghalaya also goes through the same thing. Manipur is going through the same thing. Nagaland is going through the same thing. And I think what is happening where in which organization or party, I'm sure you have more intel than me. But I don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about it at this point in time.
Coming to the US advisory that has been given out recently, in one of your address, you have also talked about giving figures, facts to the embassy.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the update on that?
No, I have not been able to go to Delhi yet. So this statement I had given about 5 days back. So since then I've been just traveling and now I've come here. So when I go to Delhi, which I'll be going and I'll be seeking an appointment with the embassy, of course through the MEA, and I'll be taking this matter up because I believe I have not factually checked it, but I believe that the facts that they have been given may not be the full picture, or some of the facts may be old facts, and some facts may be also incorrect. So therefore, it is my duty as Chief Minister of my state to clarify to them. And if they still have concerns, then that's fine. But if they've got the things wrong and full facts have been provided, then as I said, it is the government's duty to meet them and explain to them and work towards finding a way to lift that advisory.
So last one from me.
Yes.
How does the NPP see itself in the next state election in Nagaland? From strength, you have been going from strength, but do you see yourself as a coalition partner with some political parties?
It all depends. You see, there is in Manipur in 2017. We won 4 MLAs in Manipur, but we were part of the government, and all my 4 MLAs became ministers. In 2022, we won 7 MLAs, but we could not be part of the government. So it all depends on how the election results turn out to be. It depends on the different political players and the parties and the results and how things ultimately come out. So it's a question of timing, it's a question of situation, how it unfolds, but those are not in our hands completely. So therefore, the only thing that we can do as a political party or any other political party is to work towards getting maximum numbers that we can, which is what we will do. We will work towards it. We will start early. We will, in the last election, we were, very late in some constituencies. We could not decide very fast. I also was very busy, and I realized that it was important for me to give time early. So this time I want to give time early and work towards building the party so that we can win more seats. And we can only hope that we will be in a position to be able to be part of the coalition. We can only hope that the way the numbers will come out will be favoring a position where NPP also can be part of the government then. But as I said, it's something that I don't think anybody can predict as of now. We'll have to wait for the election results. But we'll work towards building our party and winning as many seats as possible.
Comment on Amit Shah's Home Minister's comment on the English and Hindi, especially focusing.
No, I think there are 2 parts to it. There are 2 parts. I want to be very clear, and I think it should be also clear to everybody. The Home Minister's comments were in 2 parts. First was regarding the English, saying that a lot of people will be not very happy with or will be ashamed to speak English later on. And the second part was focusing on local languages, Indian languages. So he was very clear that Indian languages have to be pushed. People should use Indian languages. And by that we mean Nagamis, we mean Khasi, we mean Garo, we mean Assamese, Meitei, Manipuri. So therefore, that aspect was in a way looked at as only Hindi. But he was not referring to Hindi alone. He was referring to all the regional languages, and Indian languages should be promoted. And he is right. We should promote our own languages, which is what we are doing also as a state right now. But the second part, which was mentioning about English has always been a very critical part of our society. Our assembly is conducted in English, and English is our official language. and therefore states like Meghalaya and major states in the northeast, they speak in English. So therefore, it will always be a part of our work and our activity, and that's something. And obviously, we'll continue to build our own languages. We'll continue to promote them, but the fact that English can be moved out of the system is not something that it can be possibly done in states like Nagaland, states like Meghalaya. It's an integral part, and it's important also from the global market point of view. We are proud of the fact that we have a good English speaking society and public, which is very important for us in terms of the IT sector, and also important in terms of the manpower that we're providing to the rest of the world. English plays a very important critical role. We have people today going to Singapore. We have people today going to different parts of the world where English is spoken. Nurses are going and different people are going. So therefore, it's important, and we feel that we will continue to push that, and we see that there's a great opportunity in it. So those kind of activities being stopped and English not being used is not something that's realistic in our state. Right? Thank you.